Today on the menu is cottage pie. It's simple yet very decadent and perfect for the winter months, especially when access to leftover mashed potatoes is at its peak season. Now let's get into the recipe. First up on the prep list is the filling. So begin by seasoning your red meat, whether it's beef or lamb, in this case beef, hence the cottage pie instead of shepherd's pie title. Just make sure it's generously salted and peppered. Then cook the meat in a large rondeau or saute pan that's on medium to high heat with a splash of cooking oil in it for about 7 to 10 minutes, making sure it's good and caramelized. While that's cooking, chop the white onions, carrots, and celery into a small dice. Then add that to the caramelized meat and continue cooking for another 5 minutes on high heat while stirring. At this point, you can mince up some fresh rosemary and add that to the pan as well. And then you're going to add in the diced tomatoes to deglaze everything and give that a really good stir. Finally, you're going to add in the beef stock and reduce all of this by about 1/2. Now, this is a pretty good time to prep out the potatoes. So peel and dice up the Yukon Gold potatoes, then add them to a pot of salted cold water. Bring them up to a soft boil and cook until they are fork tender. Now, to finish the cottage pie filling, you're going to add in a splash of Worcestershire sauce, then thicken it up with a slurry of flour and cold water. Once you bring this up to a simmer, the texture should be almost like gravy when it's completely finished. And this is a good time to adjust your seasonings and do a really quick taste test before layering. To prep this out, get a few bake-safe containers if you want to go the individual serving route like me, or you can grab a large baking tray and assemble it in the same manner. Just make sure to not overfill and make sure to add a generous portion of peas to the mix as well. Allow this to cool for at least 30 minutes before the next step. While those are cooling down, you're going to strain off the now cooked tender Yukon Gold potatoes, then put them through a ricer if you have one, or you can pass them through a semi-fine strainer like I have here. Once that's all done, you're going to add in the grated aged white cheddar, butter, cream, and 2 egg yolks for a bit of stability, then fold everything together. To finish up, you're going to place the potato mixture into a piping bag with a star tip if you want to get a bit fancy. A weaving pattern is very elegant and traditional to top these with, but I actually enjoy a straight corduroy look that leaves the potatoes looking almost pleated when it's all said and done, especially when they're finished baking. Just make sure to clean the edges and bake this in a 400-degree Fahrenheit oven for about 20 minutes. You can broil the tops towards the end if you really want a good crisp potato topping. Once these are fully baked, take them out of the oven. Allow these to cool for at least 5 minutes, but before you serve them, you can grate some fresh cheese right over the top, or just sprinkle some fresh herbs and cracked black pepper to give it a finishing touch. But pretty much these are ready to go straight out of the oven. I love these cottage pies. They are ridiculously easy to make, and honestly the sky is the limit when it comes to a country style savory pie like this, because you can really swap out so many ingredients for the filling without straying too far from the original idea. This cottage pie is a great recipe to keep around if you want to prep ahead, since it keeps quite well in the fridge. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. If you did, make sure to drop a comment, subscribe, like this video, and I'll see you guys next time with another one. Later, folks.